Hi, Eric Gibaud, and today I'm going to answer questions many people ask me often. I put all of them in one video. The first one is when I can shoot only one picture, just one. And I don't know how I will use this picture. Is it better to frame vertically or horizontally? The second question is, are there some situations where it's mandatory to use manual exposure mode and not semi-automatic or automatic? So let's start. Imagine you can make just one picture for whatever reason, just one picture, but you don't know yet if you will use it vertically or horizontally. So should you shoot this picture horizontally or vertically? Well, the answer is simple. Always shoot horizontal. I'm going to show you two pictures are made of Noah. One is vertical and one is horizontal. I'm going to show you what happens when you switch one to horizontal from vertical and one to vertical from horizontal. So you can see why there is only one way to do. So let's see it. So I've made the see-through mask that has the same ratio as the horizontal picture. So let's see, I want to recompose from horizontal to vertical. As you can see, I could place it this way. I cut part of the saucepan, or I want to have the full body here, but then I would cut almost the hand. But actually, I've got some space to play. I think this one will be probably the best way. I don't cut the body, the bodysuit, I mean. I don't cut the hair here. So really, that would be a nice way from a horizontal picture to recut, recrop in vertical, and that works, okay? So now we're going to see what happened if it was the other way around, starting with a vertical picture. So I've made a layer again with opacity so you can see it. As you can see, starting from a vertical picture, if I need to go horizontal, this is really limited. I could have the face and the ears completely, but then I don't see the knife, I don't see the saucepan. If I crop here, I see almost no carrot, or here just one. I see reflection, but then we miss the ear that is important, the bulb, all this. So as you can see, it is so limited. So it's clear that if you can make two pictures, a vertical and horizontal one, that's always better. But if you can do just one picture, always make it horizontal if you're not sure how it will be used after, because if you start from vertical, you have a lot more limits than if you start from horizontal to crop to vertical. Although you use only part of the picture, you still have a lot more possibilities, as you can see. By the way, if you wanted to help me, don't forget you can be a member of the channel for just €1.99 a month, and I answer your question with priority. Thank you so much. I also have affiliated links in the description. Please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo, you get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10 on top of any offer they have. So still place your code and you save some money. And with ERIC20, you get 20% discount in two places. EVOTO AI, a great retouching software, and with a link to download it and test it yourself for free, you get 15 free credits, so use it. That saves you some money. And with ERIC20, also on K&F website, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. Use it. That saves you some money. That helps me. Everyone happy. Thank you so much. Let's carry on. The second question is, are there some situations when manual mode is the only way to go? Otherwise, you complicate your life a lot and you risk a lot of wrong exposure. Yes, there are. There are several. I'm going to tell you four. Probably there are some more, but let's speak about four. First situation, stable light. The amount of light that goes on your subject is stable, and your subject is static, it's not moving, is here, okay? So if you don't use manual mode, the big problem is, let's say here, this is even a darker shirt, and I've got my white beard. Sometimes your camera is measuring on the beard, sometimes on the black shirt, sometimes on the background that is maybe darker or whatever. It means between each picture, you will have a different exposure. So if you make a single picture, maybe you can fix it in post-production. But if you make a series of pictures, you're going to go crazy. You have different exposure for each picture. You have to correct on each. Sometimes it's not even possible to correct because there will be too overexposed or too underexposed. So it's important. In this situation, obviously use manual mode, because once you have the correct exposure, it doesn't matter if you point at my beard, my face, my shirt, or whatever. I speak about myself. It could be an object, can be another person, obviously it could be a party of people, but it's important. In stable light, use manual exposure mode always. Second, studio. I call studio any place you dedicate to photography. It can be your living room, it can be a real photography studio, doesn't matter. Two reasons. First, light stability. If you use continuous light, obviously it is stable. So same story as I said before. But when you use strobe lights, it's even more important for two reasons. First, the strobe light give a lot more light than the ambient light in the studio. So until you trigger the flash, your camera has no way of knowing what amount of light is coming out of your flashes. I don't speak about TTL, I speak about normal strobes, okay? So it's important you actually measure the light that comes out of your strobes. You can do it with a flash meter, you can do it just guessing, making several pictures until you're happy with the results. This is not the best professional way, obviously, and this way, once you have the right light, the right exposure, you keep manual mode. So it means you've created a stable light, even if it's strobes, and between each shoot, there's no amount of light that changes. It means your picture will be all exposed the same way, and you don't have any nightmare in post-production. So in studio, always use manual mode. Third situation, mixed light. I mean ambient light plus strobe. Ambient light can be continuous light, LED light, or sunshine, no problem, or candle light, doesn't matter. But you have mixed system, flash, strobe, and continuous light, whether it's natural or not. Well, that could make a big video about that, but I'm going to try to keep it simple. Always expose first for the ambient light, okay? You expose for the ambient light. Second, you activate your flash units and you change the amount of light that comes out of them, just changing the power of your flash units. Because if you change anything on the camera, it means the amount of light, continuous light, will be affected also. So it's important, just play with the power of your flashes. But obviously your camera cannot be guessing two amount of distinct different light, ambient light and flash. So no way it can be in semi-automatic or automatic, because it will just go crazy. So don't forget that. You expose for the ambient light and then you activate your flashes and you change the amount of light coming out of your flashes, playing with the power of flashes. Yes, there are some technical limits like synchronization limits, speed, and all this, but I'm not going to get into these details. I'll just show you the steps, okay? But it's important, manual exposure always. Fourth situation, and this surprises a lot of people. I hear so often people telling, no, I'm in semi-automatic when I do action photography because the person is running all the time, so the light is changing. What kind of action photography are you making? Football. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the person is running. We agree with that. But the amount of light coming on this person is always the same. If it's daylight, unless if it's getting to sunset, but still within a few minutes, it's the same amount of light. For the whole field, for the same person receives the same amount of light full time. If it's artificial light, same thing. The stadium is lit in a way that you have uniform light, okay? So if you're in semi-automatic, if the shirt is black, you will get an exposure, and if it's white, a different exposure, and you measure on the grass, different exposure, and on the people in the background, they're watching, spectators, different exposure all the time. You're going to go nuts. So what you need to do is to calculate the right exposure that gets to the players and then keep manual, at least until light may change. But in the meanwhile, unless you change the stadium lighting or it's getting to sunset or whatever, or there are many clouds passing by, but otherwise the light is stable. So at least in a few minutes if it's natural light, okay? So you must be in manual exposure. So then it doesn't matter where your measure is being made, it will not change the exposure. That's so important. And even sometimes in some action photography, like cycling, you are going to place yourself here, all the cyclists are passing by, and they all receive the same amount of light. During 5-10 minutes they go passing by. You should be in manual, because otherwise sometimes you point at the grass on the side or at the road or whatever, and it's changing the exposure all the time. So even then, even if it is action photography, it's more logical to be in manual mode. So I hope this video answered this question. I will probably make some more videos answering questions like this within one video. It's easier for me than answering so many emails, okay? So thank you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The small button down here, a small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, gibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Also remind you, I've activated the member area of my YouTube channel. There's a join button just below, and for just €1.99 a month, you help me. So I answer your question with priority. Thank you so much. I also have affiliate links in description. Please use them. That really helps me. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo, you get 10% discount with my code ERIC10 on top of any offer they have. So still place your code and you save some money. And with ERIC20, you get 20% discount in 2 places. One is EVOTO AI, and with the link in description, you get also 15 free credits. So you use them to try and test the software, the retouching software for yourself. And with ERIC20 also on K&F, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. So use it. That saves you some money. That helps me. So everyone happy. Thank you so much. Also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.